let's talk about that now. Let's talk about the Medevac repeal. The Courier Mail's reported that Jackie Lambie was provided a classified secret briefing and advised that asylum seekers on Nauru could be resettled in New Zealand if they were prevented from ever coming to Australia. And apparently that's what secured her vote to repeal Labor's controversial bill. James, I've got to ask, were there promises made to Senator Lambie, and when are we going to find out precisely what promises were made and what is part of this agreement?
Matthias Cormann has been very, very strong about this because he's been questioned in the Senate, as recently as yesterday. He's been very strong that there's no secret deal. No secret deal. There's nothing hiding underneath the tablecloth. She referenced a deal when she got up in the Senate and explained her decision. She was very emotional, and she talked about she has secured some sort of a deal, some sort of an agreement. Is she mistaken? Did the government trick her? I mean, what is going on here? Because we're not precisely sure who's telling the truth and what the terms of this agreement are. All I can say is what Matthias has said on the record numerous times. I've said it in Parliament, is that there was no secret deal with Senator Lambie. That the government has been very, it's black and white. There's no secret deal with her, and I didn't see all of Senator Lambie's full comments, but I'd like to say I appreciate that it was a very difficult issue for her, and she did vote to repeal Medevac. It was an appalling piece of legislation that was rammed through the Senate and the reps by the Greens and Labor and those other crossbenchers. Before the last election, and it's something that didn't work. And this was a good week that we were able to repeal Medevac. But Matthias Cormann, who's a very, very straight bat, this guy, he's very Teutonic in that he said no secret deal.
Well, we'll hold you to that, because that was a very, I've got to say, mysterious turn of events where there was talk of a deal, and then we're told there is no deal. So, Gemma, what do you think? Do you think Jackie Lambie was tricked, or did she misunderstand, or was this briefing they gave her, did she think that was a deal? I mean, I don't know.
Look, it's the only person shouldn't say needs, the person who's responsible, in my view, to clarify that very question is Senator Lambie. She either used the wrong terminology in the emotion of the moment, or used the wrong terminology innocently, or however, or there was a deal. There's no grey. There either was or there wasn't, and
exactly.
Senator Cormann has said there wasn't. So, to my mind, it's actually up to Senator Lambie to pop her head up and go, sorry chaps, bit of a slip of the tongue there, no deal. What it was this briefing so that I could understand exactly what I was voting for, or they gave me a bag of jelly beans and a henna tat, whatever it was. She needs to clarify.
But good on her, because that was some important legislation, and if it didn't get done this week, it was not going to be worth doing, because by the time that came back, probably everybody would be in Australia. Look,